Hello everybody! How are you? Nice to see you again. Have you ever found yourself having so much to do and are afraid that you are going to forget something? Do you know what helps? A to-do list. Here, let's see what Maher has to do tomorrow. Before we read what he has to do, did you pay attention to the AM and PM found in the phrases? Do you know what they mean? AM means before noon and PM means afternoon. Now that we know what they mean, let's find out what Maher has to do. So Maher will go to school at 7 a.m. Remember that AM means in the morning. He will get back home at 3 p.m., which means in the afternoon. He will have lunch at 3:30 p.m. and he will be practicing the piano from 4:30 to 6:15 p.m. From 6:15 to 6:45 p.m., he will be helping Mom make dinner. And finally, at 6:45 p.m., his dad will be back. But why do you think he will practice for so long? The to-do list says that he will be practicing from 4:30 to 6:15 p.m. Watch the episode to find out. Hello friends, welcome back. Let's watch today's video to see why Maher had to practice so much.
The school recital,
Hello, everybody.
says Mrs. Karima, greeting the students.
I have very exciting news for you. We will have our annual music recital in exactly 2 months from today. Oh, we have so much to plan. We will be singing, dancing, and some of you will be playing their instruments. I'm so excited, aren't you?
Hooray!
The kids exclaim. Just then, one girl says,
What will you do, Maher? Will you be dancing? How will you even go up the stage?
Maher gets extremely hurt.
Don't be sad, Maher.
Rose and Kate try to comfort him.
Those words are very rude.
Mrs. Karima rebukes, but Tammy shrugs her shoulders and looks away. Mrs. Karima and the students have a beautiful plan. Some students will be singing in the choir. Those who can play instruments will be playing them to lead the choir. Then another group of students will be wearing the beautiful national costumes and perform the national dance. A few students will be singing solo. 2 months later,
Ladies and gentlemen, beloved teachers and parents, welcome to our annual music recital. It is our pleasure to share with you the talents of our beautiful students and children. Without further ado, I present to you our talented young musicians.
Mrs. Karima opens the ceremony. All the students perform one by one. Rose, Kate, and Usama sing with the choir. Tammy, who was mean to Maher, has a beautiful voice. She sings a solo. The recital ends successfully. All the parents give a standing ovation. As they set to leave, Mrs. Karima interferes.
Just a second, dear parents.
She says.
We still have one more surprise.
Then the spotlight turns below the stage to something big covered with a big white blanket and a huge red bow. Mrs. Karima goes down the stage and opens it. It is a brand new classical piano. Then she says,
Last year's donations helped us buy this piano. Today is the perfect day to inaugurate it. To do that, please welcome with me our very talented student, Maher.
Everybody is surprised. Nobody knew that Maher played the piano. Then he plays a marvelous classical piece. He plays it so well that the entire audience gets emotional and has tears in their eyes. They give him double the applause they gave to everyone else. Tammy cannot believe her eyes and ears. She realizes how horribly she has treated Maher and is so ashamed of what she has done, but she knows what she should do. She goes to him and apologizes. She expresses her regret and asks to be forgiven.
Since you have apologized,
Maher adds,
I know you have a heart as beautiful as your voice. I forgive you.
He concludes.
What a beautiful story, right? Now, if you remember from the story, one of the girls says hurtful things to Maher. The teacher gets upset and tells her that she was rude. How does this girl respond? Tammy shrugs her shoulders and looks away. She shrugs her shoulders. Who is this girl? It's Tammy. But does she stay the same? Let's see. Tammy cannot believe her eyes and ears. She realizes how horribly she has treated Maher and is so ashamed of what she has done. But she knows what she should do. She goes to him and apologizes. She expresses her regret and asks to be forgiven. So, from this paragraph, we know that she realized her mistake, which means she knew she was wrong. She felt bad and she apologized. Although she hurt Maher in the beginning, she changed and asked for forgiveness in the end. Most characters in stories do not stay the same. They change. Sometimes they become better, like Tammy. Other times they become even worse. It's called character development. Now we will look at something else. We will look at these verbs. We will be singing, dancing, and some of you will be playing their instruments. The tense of these verbs is the future continuous. They happen in the future, that's why we have will. And they are continuous, that's why we have verb to be and ing at the end of the verbs. All right, how about we practice making our own to-do list for next week? Let's see what we have. At 2:30 p.m., back from school. From 2:30 p.m. till 3:30, lunch. From 3:30 till 5 p.m., homework. At 5 p.m., movie. From 5:30 p.m. till 6:30, practice. Now let's put these in sentences. At 2:30 p.m., I will be back from school. From 2:30 till 3:30 p.m., I will be having lunch. From 3:30 till 5 p.m., I will be doing my homework. At 5 p.m., I will watch a movie. From 5:30 till 6:30 p.m., I will be practicing my piano skills. So, actions that will be happening for a long time or for a continuous time in the future, like these, are used in the future continuous. Whereas, when there is a specific time in the future, not a continuous one, like at 2:30 p.m. or at 5 p.m., we use the simple future. Well, friends, that's all for today. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye. But remember two things. Sometimes in stories and even in real life, characters and people do not stay the same. They change. We should not be surprised because it is part of life. Also remember that when we have a to-do list, it helps us be organized. I'll see you next time. Until then, stay safe and be good. Bye-bye.
لمشاهدة المزيد من الحلقات زوروا سات 7 بلس.